we were talking about working with such a phenomenal cast and how that felt.
Well, it's sort of daunting on the page, but just utterly thrilling on the day. You're hanging out and having a cigarette with John Hurt. You're doing a scene with Gary Oldman, when most of my work was with Gary. There was one day when I've got a sort of school photograph from it, which is the proudest sort of photograph I've got of a collective of people that I've worked with in one given moment. Le Carre, Thomas Alfredson, John Hurt, Gary Oldman, Kathy Burke, Stephen Graham, Mark Strong, Toby Jones, Kieran Hines. I mean, if I've missed anyone, forgive me. Oh yes, Colin Firth, our Oscar-winning actor of last year. Jesus. I mean, that's what it was like. It was like, what's your? Oh yeah, you're Colin Firth, aren't you? Sorry, I forget because I'm talking to John Hurt and Kathy Burke and Stephen Graham. I think we all really enjoyed it, and there were no egos. Everyone was sort of singing from the same hymn sheet and enthralled to Thomas's direction and style and quirkiness, and it was a very good humoured set, and we had a lot of fun doing it. Actually, an awful lot of fun. And I mean, you know, Gary and I got on incredibly well, and I'm desperately fond of him, and I just hope he picks up every award he should be nominated for this, because it's just a thrill to see him doing something so controlled and quiet and unexpected from a man who's rightly celebrated for pyrotechnics and extrovert acting and everything being extraordinarily detailed and colourful and other than him. And this man's a very quiet soul. Everything centres on him, and the temperature of the room and the characters in it change to him. And you know, he was probably quite nervous about that, and I think probably taking on a role that's known in previous incarnations from Guinness, particularly, it's a hard one to do, and I just think he triumphs in the film. It's an exceptional masterclass in film screen acting, to do the most with the least, and the economy and style and grace with which he did it, and just the fun we had and the giggles we had on set. It was a joy, real joy.
Well, I think you should all be congratulated for phenomenal performances, and I think you're all hotly tipped for many awards, so we'll have fingers crossed. I think a good omen is that Colin Firth was acknowledged at the BIFA's first last year for the King's Speech, so let's hope that tradition carries on for all of you.
It would be good. It would be good if there's something in the water here and in LA for Gary. That would be an amazing thing.
Talk to me a little bit about what the British Independent Film Awards mean to you, as far as the industry is concerned, as far as talent is concerned.
Well, I think it's a massive celebration of craft at every level that we are world leaders in, and it's really important in the sense that it is independent filmmakers, so it's the idea that they're lower budget achievements, and that often with newcomers and with first-time directors and scripts requires a lot of faith in the people that do put any kind of money into filmmaking. So it's also to celebrate the fact that people believe in the idea of making films and financing films, as much as it is to celebrate the best of the outcome of that.
And how are you feeling today?
Thrilled. I mean, very happy to be a part of it, really thrilled. Tom and I might have to fight for it, but that's fine. No, so they're all really strong categories, and the one thing I wouldn't want to be is a judge. Obviously there are outstanding performances this year, but and directorial debuts and adaptations and special categories for production design, and I mean, Maria, our production designer's in there, and that's an amazing thing.
And it must be quite auspicious for you today to be acknowledged between all of those avalanches of names.
Yeah, absolutely it is. It's pretty humbling. It's very exciting.
Well, congratulations, and thanks so much for talking to us.
Lovely to talk to you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.